What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning into another video. Today's video I'm going to go over two simple exercises you can do on a day-to-day basis, whether it be after your workout, before your workout, at home, whenever you get a free chance after work. These two movements, one being an active stretch and then one being a band exercise, that can really help you to correct any kind of upper cross syndrome, so upper kyphosis in your upper back, which just means, again, your posture kind of sits like this. You have exaggerated roundness in your upper back. The shoulders sit too far forward, the joints pulled out of place. And this, again, you can get from a lot of desk work, from texting too much, your shoulders are too far forward, or just bad patterns in the gym that you train certain muscle groups too much and too often compared to opposite muscle groups compared to those guys. So basically, the first one is going to be a wall slider, or you can call these like wall shoulder presses. And the second movement with the band will just be W pullbacks. So first one looks like this. This is a progressional exercise too. So if you have very tight shoulders, honestly you'll see that I do here today. But especially if you have this type of posture, it's going to be hard to get in the perfect position we want you to put you in for this movement. But as time goes on, the more consistent you are with this exercise, you'll get better at it, just like anything else. What we'll do is we'll get our feet about shoulder width apart. I'm gonna get my butt against the wall. I'm gonna be about like 6 inches from the wall. Again, this is progressional. When we get better and better, we can come closer to the wall, but we'll just kind of sit to the outside here. We'll lean against the wall. Again, my butt is touching. I'm gonna have my upper back touch the wall. I'm gonna place my elbows and the back of my palms to the wall. While I'm in this position, I'm not trying to over-exaggerate my lumbar spine, so I don't want to hyperextend. I want to tuck my abs in just a little bit, so contract the abs, keep the low back as flush as you can, as straight as you can. And then all we're going to do from this position is just press up. Again, keeping the back of the palms and the elbows to the wall, and then back down. So we're pressing up, and we're backing down. What I'm trying to really do here, even without you noticing it, is when you keep your upper back, your butt, your elbows in the back, your palms to the wall, what you're doing is, again, an active stretch. So I'm trying to really feel the pull in the front of my deltoids, my upper chest, especially in my upper, top of my chest pec minor, which does a lot of internal rotation. So I'm trying to really stretch out those guys. But even while I'm doing that, while I'm forcing my arms back, I'm activating the posterior deltoid. The lower traps are involved a lot. So basically those are weakened muscles compared to these overactive muscles that can help you get your shoulders fixed in a better position, because if my muscles are weak, again, they're lengthened back here, right? If I tighten those muscles up and I work on trying to build those muscles, then I'm going to be able to sit my shoulders are going to be able to sit better in this back position, which is going to make everything that much better, movement wise. Just the feeling of your body in general is going to feel a lot better posture. And then as you get better and better, which I can't even do yet, I'm still trying to work on this, but you can obviously get closer to the wall. My butt can sit against it, my upper back can, and then I can really try to get my low back to touch the wall, and then continue with that range of motion. That's definitely advanced. It's very difficult, especially if you try to keep, again, every point that I mentioned against the wall the whole time. But if you can do that, then you have, really healthy shoulders, mobility-wise, and definitely your posture will improve as you can make sure you get closer to the wall, and you can do that without, crying. So it's definitely an exercise and a stretch that doesn't feel too good while you're doing it. It's kind of painful. It's very uncomfortable, especially with the more kyphotic posture you have. But as you open up and as you continue to progress in your posture, then the movement will become a lot more fluid. It'll be better, and you'll feel a really big difference, especially when you get off the wall. You kind of feel like your shoulders already sit back, because again, unconsciously you're kind of like activating the weakened muscles you're supposed to be training during your workouts that you're not doing for the most part, and then you're stretching out those muscles that are overworked, that you're strengthening too much, whether that be in the gym or again at the desk you always sit at. So moving on to the next exercise, like I said earlier, we're just going to use a band. Doesn't have to be a crazy resistance. Again, I don't really want it to be a crazy resistance because I want to get a lot of repetitions out of this. I want to be able to hold the contraction, really feel my muscles working. So it's not like you need to go with the heavy band. This is just a moderate band. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to wrap it around the pole. Hopefully you guys can see me here, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure I keep it high, step back. My position with my hands, I'm going to make sure my thumbs are pointed towards me, so I'm not overhand gripping it, I'm kind of giving it an underhand grip. What I'm going to do is step away, make sure I load the band up with resistance, and what I'm going to do here, again, I'm trying to fix one position, or upper, like I said, upper cross syndrome. I don't want to activate lower cross syndrome, so I want to keep in mind where my lower body stands, because I don't want to be doing this exercise, and again, like I said, with that movement, hyperextending my low back. I'm not trying to keep my core contracted or my glutes. So basically I'm gonna try and squeeze my butt, tighten my butt, keep my abs pulled in to keep my body straight. And then I'm just going to make sure I can fully extend my arm with resistance on here. I'm just gonna pull back to the outside, hold for a second, bring back in. Bring back in. So I'm pulling out as high and as wide as I can, holding for a second, and then bring it back in. I'm gonna face the camera now with my back so you can see. Again, my butt is squeezed, my abs are squeezed. I'm pulling the band to the outside, holding for a second, bringing it in. I'm trying to lead with my elbows, lead with my wrists, and hold. And again, what that's doing is I feel a big contraction in the back of my shoulders. I'm getting a contraction in my lower traps. Those are muscles that, again, are responsible for external rotation to pry your shoulders back. So this, I just want to make a short video on how you can, 2 exercises, they don't take a lot of time. Maybe spend about, again, for each movement, maybe 3 sets, about 10 reps with moderate, just a little bit of rest time in between. You can even superset the 2. And again, it shouldn't take a lot of time. I wanted to give you something you can do on a daily basis that, will take a little time, be, something that'll really help you correct your posture. So give these exercises a shot. Again, the first one, wall sliders. The second one, W pulls, W pullbacks. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you liked the video, I hope you did. I hope you got something out of it. Please give it a like, that'd be awesome. Subscribe if you're new. I'll be posting weekly fitness content on this channel. And then again, any questions, please, I'm happy to help. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.